progress. It's said to be something that marches on. But in our quest to develop and improve, this nation hasn't always followed the most environmentally conscious path. Today, growing awareness guides us to plan rather than plunder, considering the needs of nature along with our own.
It can be breathtaking when you see a beautiful, thick, tropical garden, or a creatively landscaped lawn that grabs your attention and gives a home incredible curb appeal. Plants, trees, and flowers bring so much beauty to our lives, and each and every one starts life from a tiny seed. Helping that tiny seed grow into a breathtaking miracle of nature is the mission of Nursery Supplies Incorporated. It is the only company fully dedicated to the nursery industry, an innovator in new product designs, and new materials used to manufacture horticultural containers. They produce the millions of containers nurseries use to grow their plants, trees, flowers, and other products. In the growing business, it is essential that green is more than just the color of the plants. It is the philosophy that has driven the business for over 50 years. NSI has implemented many programs to increase recycled content, reduce plastic resins, and reduce its carbon footprint. The challenge is to constantly create better ways to supply nurseries while remaining a good neighbor environmentally.
With our growing containers, we use 100% recycled materials, raw materials. Secondly, we locate our plants very close to the growers. That reduces our carbon footprint and of course is not bad for service. Thirdly, we are taking the lead in making the first cost-effective biodegradable containers for the industry.
Trees, plants, and flowers come in all shapes and sizes, and the containers they start their lives in must be suited to their needs. It literally takes hundreds of different designs of containers to properly get horticultural products off to the right start in the nursery. With 5 locations, NSI can service the nursery industry quickly and from a geographically efficient location that also helps to maximize the environmental impact. The containers are made using one of 4 processes: blow molding, which creates the workhorses of the nursery industry; containers that offer exceptional durability, strength, and value; injection molding, a process that makes containers strong and rigid. This process allows for branding and produces containers that have eye-catching display appeal. Large vacuum formed for exceptional strength, durability, and a wide variety of sizes. And pressure formed that's even tougher than blow molded containers and has the rigid rim. They are light, strong, and resilient.
All the shapes and sizes that we make by manufacturer type are important, as no one shape or size meets every grower's need and really addresses the differences of plant growth and or geography.
As a leader in recycling, NSI is increasing the percentage of post-consumer and post-industrial regrind and reprocessed materials in its containers. As a result, in all 3 processes, the amount of recycled materials used has increased up to 100%. Starting from a tiny operation that used tin fruit cans and painting and crimping by hand, NSI growth has been forged through constant innovation. They pioneered the move to plastic nursery containers and even designed and built their own machines and molds. In 50 years, the company has become the world's leading manufacturer of plastic containers for the nursery industry. And like always, they continue to advance the technology to improve their products and their customer service.
First off, they're innovative. And they're using recycled materials, recycled plastics, which helps us keep our pot costs down. They're also innovative along the lines of branding and the use of color in their pots and other technical innovations.
One example of a cutting-edge innovation in nursery containers is their accelerator growing system. It creates an air root pruning system that helps grow a better tree with a stronger root structure from propagation to final planting in the ground. The unique design uses vertical corrugations to guide the root tips to air pruning slots located along the sidewall of the container. Another innovation in containers is the DeckGrow line of decorative containers, where the pots are strong enough to grow in and beautiful enough to show in. This enhancement can eliminate the need for a nursery to use two different kinds of containers, one for propagation and one for display.
Our customers' whims and desires change. Sometimes they can turn on a dime. We need to respond to that, and when we talk to Nursery Supplies, they're able to respond quickly, and this helps us get a product to the market that the customers prefer.
Manufacturing innovative containers requires constant testing, retesting, and analysis. All incoming materials are carefully tested to identify any contaminants that may affect the container and ultimately a plant's growth.
Testing is critical to us because the scrap stream consists of materials that was either thrown away by the consumer, was the byproduct from another industry, or it's scrap material that was deemed unusable by another molder. We'll take the material and draw samples from every load, and we'll test for certain characteristics, which allows us to, number one, tailor a blend so that we can process the material that will run through our machinery, and also it helps us to ensure that the quality of the finished product will maintain at the nursery through the growing season and subsequent shipment to the retailer.
With the challenge to grow greener, it is important to create technologies that use more recyclable materials and biodegradable materials. Products that can enhance the quality of the plant and reduce the cost on the environment while enhancing the nursery's bottom line.
Our goal is to have 100% of our products both recyclable and or biodegradable, depending on what the nursery grower would prefer.
Finding ways to help plants grow stronger, larger, and faster takes vision, technology, and a pioneering spirit. If we can continue to empower nurseries with advanced solutions, then the future of this growing business will always be blooming. For more information about Nursery Supplies Incorporated, go to their website at nurserysupplies.com.